Hi guys, welcome to another video. Market has certainly seen that the market has had a lot of FUD around Terra. Anywhere you go, all you hear about is Terra, USD. Everybody's been asking me. My inbox is filled with what we should do with our Terra that's gone. Well, there's not much you can do about it. More likely, you just have to wait and see what's going to be coming next from the Terra labs, if things are going to get better or not. For now, we do know they're going to be shrinking the size of the chain and increasing the supply and possibly burn. There's also some ideas floating around in the market that there might be a Luna 2.0 coming out where you have to swap your normal Luna to 2.0. For now, we do know it's been delisted from many exchanges and trading on it has been banned. Yet in some exchanges, it's still getting traded and people are making massive money. The biggest reason could also be because people were gambling with it. People were trying to pump it and then dump it, making some kind of quick money, especially in future trading. And they were also doing something similar when it came to spot wallets. So things have been pretty much full of FUD. We can't do anything about it. Let's get into Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the main coin here. Like always says, the father of cryptocurrencies, while ETH remains the mother of other cryptos. So we have to look into BTC. Things aren't really looking as good as we would want. I do ideally feel like there might be a good bounce coming in right now in the market, but if we zoom in a bit, especially on the day time frames, we can see we haven't even reached the previous levels, which has to be 32, and then obviously around 32,500 to 33 levels. We are way far from all of that. Right now we've had a very good down bounce in the market today. We did come all the way to 31,000, but overall we are just trading in this phase which is not bringing any kind of big hype in the market. We are seeing a good bounce coming right now in altcoins, but that could just live very shortly. There is not much happening for Bitcoin to go up right now. We're also entering the weekend, so there will be a lot of FUD on this weekend. We've certainly had a massive week. We saw massive downfall coming in the Terra ecosystem. A lot of people are still kind of obsessed talking about it and they're just looking at that. Don't forget we have 22,000 other coins in the market as well that are going to be doing trading. They're going to be doing other things. There'll be new innovations coming as well. So if you are new to the marketplace and you're just addicted to what happened with Terra, please don't do that. I think that's pretty unfair with all the other companies out there as well. If we look into the upside, we did have a very good upside. Now we are beginning to see that possibly very likely will come back in the range of this FIB that we have been discussing, which is going to be about 22k to 21k. Around in that phase, we can expect even liquidation right now would be below 20k because we haven't ever come down from 2017's pump to these levels in the past. So if we do come back here, there would be a lot of orders from 2017 that would have been making a lot of money, they would be still in profit. So we might just come there, wig in these regions, even maybe 18k, 19k wouldn't be something to be amazed about because there would be a lot of orders there in that region. So we might just want to take them out before we have any kind of big move to be coming right now in the market. That's what I'm looking right now, and looks certainly very possible because we're not pushing upwards either. If we get into ETH, very similar situation in ETH as well. We are very close to support in the support and resistance band chart. We have bounced perfectly right now from 1700. If you do remember, before the bull run started, we were trading in the range from 1700 to about 2200. That's the same range we are coming back to right now, though there will be a lot of orders in this range here as well, around 1500, 1400. So that's the reason the support right now is very important, the support and resistance band chart. Next up, we did see DXY was range bound. Now finally we are seeing that massive upside coming in the DXY dollar index. Now we do expect some move to be coming further as well, because since we have broken this range, we were in this range for past several days, almost a week. Now we can expect some kind of pullback also to come, probably building 104 levels into a support before further upside comes, because obviously a lot of people from the Fed have also spoken. We're going to share that news later in the video. If we look into Bitcoin's dominance right now, we were expecting Bitcoin dominance to get into 45.18%. We certainly did went there, and right after that we did have some kind of decline. Obviously there had been a lot of profit taking happen. There's a lot of FUD around in the market. DeFi is certainly people worried about what's going to be coming with DeFi, whether we should remain into altcoins or just get back into BTC. So this FUD will remain for some time now. That's what usually the bear markets are about. That's what they bring into people, especially the retail. There's so much new retail in the market as well. People who just came into cryptocurrencies. A lot of people do charting, but the problem is with the charting you also need information about the on-chains. Once you do have information about the on-chain, it becomes a very good combination for you to understand what project is good, what is bad. I was also a big fan of Luna, but things do happen. It's okay. I still believe things can get better. They are working on it. It's not like that Dwokon and the team took a plane and they ran away and we'll never ever know what's gonna happen, which happened with BitConnect. So we still have to be pretty optimistic. They are trying to fix the things. Things do happen. It could be a human error. It could also be some big whales in the world not liking that he had bought so much Bitcoin. It could be anything, there'll be all kind of news. We just can't believe anything until we have some kind of evidence that this actually did take place and this happened. If we look into the rest of the market right now, commodities are having some kind of upside to be coming. If we also look into Glassnode's data, things are looking very, very bullish right now. Things do look okay, especially if you want to look into altcoins right now. Most of the altcoins are having a very, very good bounce. All of them are up about 20%, 24%, going all the way up to about 30% as so. And obviously Luna, no chart, nothing, been delisted, so there's not much data right now in the market, but soon we will share with you whatever happens over the weekend on Monday, so things could definitely look better in that perspective. Now we get into crypto bubbles. Bubbles are looking pretty green right now. Very good to see that bounce, but unfortunately we haven't still coming back to those levels where we were before this dump started. Even if you want to look into Solana haven't gained back those levels it was previously. It's been down about 36% in a week, from 83 to almost $41. Things are still back, especially in the higher time frame, so you have to kind of zoom out and look at the bigger picture also, which is only going to be able to see in higher time frames. Even if we look into AVAX, similar situation, down about 39%. So all the layer ones right now are having a seriously tough time. Even Phantom is down about 45% in a weekly time frame, from 0.7 to almost 0.254 right now. Things do look full of FUD right now, especially in most of the markets. We are in that price structure. We are regularly making lower highs and lower lows. We would want to break that price structure before we can see any kind of upside to be coming. Next up, we get into big data on Gate.io. So extreme fear today is 10. Yesterday we were at 12. Things have changed, but they didn't change how we would want them to change. It's still going down. There's a possibility we do go back down to lower levels, then we might also hit probably 7 or 9, which we haven't done in some time. We look into long and short ratio, global data, 50.50% people are in long positions in 24 hours. In 1 hour is about 49.82 long positions against 40.17 short positions. Looks okay, quite even Stevens here, but block trades look very interesting. About 71.51% people are in long positions in 24 hours. Meanwhile, 1 hour, 71.51 people are in long positions compared to 28.49% people in short positions. Look very extreme levels right now. We might experience a liquidation candle coming, a squeeze coming to take these people out. That reason could also be because BTC's funding rate right now is in negative. You would ideally want it to be where ETH is at 0.0100%, which is my ideal place to look at. Market sentiment is pretty much neutral right now. That's okay. We haven't had a sell signal on market sentiment in some time, but if things do keep having that lower low, lower high scenario, at some point we're going to be seeing a sell signal coming very soon. Now we get into startup. We have a new project, Gate.io startup blockchain project discounts. We're going to be having STEP.G. STEP.G is going to be a massive thing. It's again related to movement related things. We have been having a new niche right now in the market, which is move to earn. So this is another one of them. STEP.G.app is committed to building a Web3 sports platform. STEP.G is the only token of the STEP.G app sports platform. STEP.G is a meme token integrated with governance, move to earn, and consumption. So this is going to be interesting. Probably going to do very well. We did share the NFTs as well. So if you do have something like this, do try it out. This is a new niche. A lot of people are very critical about all this, but certainly anything can happen. We've seen several new niches. We saw metaverses, we saw NFTs. A lot of things did have very good upside. It's no certainty in the world that something is not just going to perform because you don't understand. There's a high chance this might really do well because it's related to lifestyle. We haven't had anything blockchain related to lifestyles, why we finally have something now, so we can be very bullish about that. If we look into newly listed coins right now, performing really well. We see fresh cut diamonds about 100% up right now. We are seeing blockchain brawlers trading right now at 370%. Wow, even though the market is down, I told you guys yesterday as well, this is the only section in the market that's going to perform really well. We're seeing Alpine F1 fan token trading about 124% up right now. Massive upside coming. Kiba Inu is up about 42%. So that's why I was telling you guys that this section is something that's really going to perform and stand out, even though the market is down, because the smart money doesn't always go home. It's going to move into some other protocols, some other chains, and some other niches. And we're certainly seeing that right now happening in the market. So if you guys want to join Gate.io, you know what you have to do. Just click in the link given in the description below. Join Gate.io. So if you're going to use my link and deposit about $100, you can earn possibility of $40 to $50 in airdrops and rewards. I'm sure you're going to love that, because right now markets are pretty down. People are in negative portfolios. This is something that can really bring a smile on your face. and make you really happy. Next up, let's get into hodl and earn. Since Luna has been delisted in most of the exchanges, it's also delisted here. Unfortunately, we are on 24 hours to move into staking, but even that's gone. That's nothing we can do about that right now. But let's say you have another alternative layer one, which is going to be Solana. Most people have a lot of Solana. So Solana's current APR is about 78.46%. Certainly should get into it. This looks very interesting. Would be a very good decision making at this point, because you do know we are in a massive bear market right now. Bitcoin liquidation data. Yesterday I told you guys, if you aren't an experienced professional trader, futures is not for you. Certainly you can see that right now we are having massive moves coming in. This time we're taking our bears because too many people became too bearish. You can't have one side of the market being on too much on one side. Once that certainly happens, things can always become very bearish for everybody. They're going to take you out. So they are taking out a lot of bears right now. As discussed before, we have seen breaking news. Binance suspends Luna and USD trading amid issues on Terra blockchain. Binance suspended Luna BUSD and USD BUSD on its spot trading platform following the halting of the Terra blockchain. So the blockchain did switch off for some time, has been going up and down regularly. Anything is possible right now. We are getting information that they're still working on this chain. Once things do get a bit better, we will have further information coming. There's a lot of FUD, so I don't want to share whatever is happening in the FUD. So just be careful. Next up, biggest news for me right now. Powell repeats 50 BPS hike at next 2 meeting appropriate. So next 2 meetings are going to be very interesting. We did discuss that before as well. We need to wait and see how the economic conditions build around right now in the world. Things aren't certainly as we would want, but that's part of this life. Things will never be like we want. We have to work forward towards them. Sometimes they can come into our hands, sometimes they won't. So that's why we just have to push forward. Next up, another big number that came out yesterday. US producer price inflation rises 11% year to year. In April, estimated was 10.7. 0.3% is a massive number. Previous was about 11.5. So we have depreciated, but still we're pretty high. We would ideally want these numbers to come down. So once they do come down, we can probably feel like things are getting better, but for now things don't look very good. Now, one of the best news we have for us today is just in UAE's largest airline, Emirates, has announced to add Bitcoin as a payment method. This is a massive news. I think this is going to be very bullish. It will also change how aviation works all around, because now you're going to have a fast payment method. Secondly, if they do implement blockchain technology as well, buying tickets and getting your favorite seat, if you want to sit on a window seat, will get very exciting. So I am looking forward to buying a ticket with my Bitcoin and probably get a window seat, because that's what most people like, and certainly I also do like that a lot. Let's get back into Bitcoin. So if we get into Bitcoin, and I want to zoom in a bit and see, probably things are looking very good for us or not right now. So if we get into 4 hours, we can certainly see the ciphers are getting very close. We might face some kind of rejection from this zone. So but ideally I would want them to come back to this level around 32,500, like I shared in the daily time frames. This would be the range. Once we do come in that range or this range, will be very interesting. But right now, worst thing that is happening to us, we are making that lower lows right now. We need to change that price structure before we become bullish, because things don't look like what they seem. Probably there are too many people right now in long positions because they thought now we are building some kind of a base here. Certainly does look like that, but the market sentiment and the data doesn't look that is done yet. Bottom is looking probably a bit further away from what we are seeing right now in the markets. So just be careful. Don't ape into any wrong trades, because it could come very costly right now. You would have learned a massive lesson from what happened with Terra. Always take profits if you are in positions, and have a great weekend, guys. So that's all for today's video. I hope you liked today's video. If you do, smash the like button, share your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Gonna be back in here again with an NFT show tomorrow. See you guys.